And as we go live, someone just gets up and goes to the door. Just
I had to cut the light on.
like
My lighting wasn't right. I can hear what you're saying. My lighting wasn't right.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is your boy DCot back with another round, another episode of Truth with a little bit of bias with my boy Reggie, King of the Troll Sykes, aka Homer Regie, aka I love the state of Indiana. What's going on, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. But I'm trying to figure out why you always trying to do a little bit of hating, man. My lighting wasn't correct. I had to cut the light on. So
I said when I was ready.
My nice skin in, man. I just noticed my lighting wasn't correct. My lighting wasn't correct.
This is funny, right? Or ironic. So you know those hibachi bars, when the person comes to bring food, you know you're not supposed to get up, right? After they come, you know, that's a rule. So I'm the guy at the hibachi bar, and I'm getting the food ready, and you get up and go to the bathroom.
No, you ain't that guy. You ain't the guy down there eating all the chicken, pork, and beef and everything. You that
Nothing
guy.
but veggies.
You that guy. Throwing out whatever, man. You don't know what a veggie is, man.
Hey, let's go ahead and get started with this business here. First of all, I want to thank our sponsors. First off, Matt Gaddis, State Farm Insurance, Life Health Auto, Renters Insurance. All your health insurance needs, Matt Gaddis your spot. 317-894-3865. Second up, Wire to the Nines. Any mood lighting, internet, wireless cameras, Wire to the Nines is your spot. Third, not the least, Bigsy Sports Grill. Matt and Lita showed out this weekend for us, supported us big time. We gave a lot of giveaways out. Matt and Lita at Bigsy Sports Grill, 7802 Brookville Road. Thank you very much for what you did on Saturday. Thanks for the connections we were able to create. And we're looking for big things down the road, and probably with a few announcements here in the next couple of weeks as well too.
I mean, it was a great time, man. I had a good time, man. You know, sitting there eating some good chicken strips, you know, with some fries and stuff. I know you had the 2 double cheeseburgers. I already know what you had, and it was a good time, and we appreciate their sponsorship for our show.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, one of the things is, you know, we were talking about it. We didn't have as many people that were game time fans, but we had more people in the place total because Lita had her high school reunion there, and we gave away 4 sets of Indiana Fever tickets, which was great. A lot of new commitments on our end, and then also our subscriptions jumped up a little bit as well too. So it was a great.
That's always good.
Great weekend and good for everything, man. So happy about that. But listen, enough of that stuff, man. Let's just jump right into it was Saturday, WNBA All-Star game, man. Let me get my laptop right here so I can be right. WNBA All-Star game, man. I didn't have an opportunity to watch it because we were busy on Saturday, but I think you saw maybe the second half or something like that on Saturday. What do you think about it?
So I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I watched the skills challenge, and I was impressed by the skills challenge because they had some high school kids, they had some current WNBA players, and they had some retired WNBA players. And those high school kids went out there and they showed out where they had to hit the bucket from each different spots. I mean, this high school kid hit like 3 of them. I think she's like ranked. I forget her name, man. She's ranked like number 1 in the class of 2028, man. She was just hot. So I could tell her game is gonna be cold. But they had a rookie. Win the 3-point shootout. And man, she was fire. The player for Dallas. What is her name? Is it Fudd?
Is that the number 1 pick? Is that the number 1 pick?
Yes. Just man, she was on fire, man. So I really enjoyed those 2 parts of the WNBA, man. I had a lot going on. I had a going home service. I had the HBC alumni picnic going on, so I had to go represent Southern University and embarrass Grambling and Tuskegee and Jackson State, and you know, some people there that go to my son's school, NCAT, North Carolina A&T. So I had to go in there and represent and let them know that all y'all are trying to be like Southern University. You can try, because we're often imitated, but never duplicated. You can't duplicate the band. You can't duplicate the people. You can't duplicate the food. Southern University, bro. What's up, John Allen? How you doing, good buddy?
Yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, man. So It was a busy Saturday. One of the things I did, I went over to our high school, Warren Central, hung out with Jesse Bingham and his father. He had a camp there for kids 5th grade to 8th grade. Then I tapped in over there to David Bell over at 38th and Post. He had a community event there, big bag giveaway. They had horses, they had autographs, they had an NFL football challenge as well. So then it was the show, right? So Saturday was a big deal for us, man. But it was good. It was very, very, very pleasing. It was a Saturday and capped it off for a really good night for sure.
What's up, Michael, man? We appreciate y'all, man. We're going to need y'all to help. We're going to appreciate y'all to, if there's something y'all want us to talk about, just type a question and we answer. DCot's comment's going to be something dumb and slick. But the king of trolls is going to tell you the truth.
Or accurate and honest. Either way you want to call it, right?
I mean, it's biased. He's biased. I'm the truth. So, yeah, you know what it is.
That's what you said. So, with that said, we didn't hit a lot of WNBA. We've hit a lot of WNBA over the last few weeks, right? We had a little bit of a break. The All-Star game was on Saturday night. I think the league picks back up tonight, if I remember right.
Fever played the Storm at 9:30 tonight.
Yeah. So we'll have some more to talk about in the next upcoming show. But I want to pivot over, man. I know there's been a lot of talk over the last couple of weeks about the ESPN layoffs / terminations, right? I want to get your take, and I know we talked about it on live on Sunday, but I want to get your take, not just on the names that everybody talks about, the Ryan Clarks of the world, but I want to hit on that as well. But I want to see your take and what you think about, what happened with ESPN and your feelings about ESPN.
Well, ESPN's been taken over by Disney, and Disney's trying to cut costs. First of all, I don't know if it was you or somebody else. ESPN is paying a lot of money for basketball, football, WNBA, and baseball. And I think they even got a little bit of hockey, if I'm not confused or not.
Yeah.
But they're paying out a lot of money. They have, I think the Amazon Primes and the Netflixes have driven up the cost to generate these shows. They're paying a lot of money to put these shows on their channels so they can maintain the cost. Now, with that being said, I'm not surprised that ESPN has had layoffs because I think it's like their second or third rounds of layoff. But I'm really surprised that they let Ryan Clark go. I mean, he's a well-spoken young man, and most of the time he knows what he's talking about. Everybody makes a mistake every now and then, but everybody says something that may be a little controversial. I think they were just looking for an excuse to let him go. And I do know that they did let some white guys go and everything, and black guys go. But sometimes when you are a strong black man and a dominant black man or an alpha male, as I like to say that we are, you may be a beta male, but I'm an alpha male. But
Wow. 8 minutes in, and we're off the rails already.
Okay, well, you shouldn't be a beta male. You should be an alpha male. So, but sometimes we scare the world. We usually wait till the end of the show to talk about mental illness, and we always talk about black men having the weight of the world on their shoulders. So when you're outspoken, sometimes we intimidate people. When we can speak well, comprehend well, gather our thoughts well, and debate well with you without raising our voice. You make me raise my voice all the time because you always make me go off on a rant, but I can still debate with you and gather my thoughts. So I think that some of the powers to be, being Disney, are scared of the I'm not trying to go political, but
maybe
blowback from some.
Right.
Yes.
Because here's the thing, right? With Ryan, right? Like I said, my second most favorite podcast is The Pivot. I've been on them for years, right? And one of the most respected guys I've got in the broadcast world, absolutely 100%, is Ryan Clark. And when Ryan Clark talks about a point, he absolutely does his research. He pops in his commentary without feelings, right? Without how he personally feels, and he shares that information. He took the high road. I know a lot of people are on other side of the Cam Newton thing, and there's what he did to Cam. He spoke eloquently about Cam, and then he owned it and said, "No, Cam was a much better football player than I was. Absolutely 100%, much more athletically gifted. All of that. He owned all of that on the Pivot Show, and he took the high road." But what happens is, to your point, he's a guy that speaks profoundly without raising his voice, and that does scare people. And I've dealt with that as well myself in the corporate world, because when you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about. That's the biggest threat. And again, I'm gonna take it back for a brief moment to Jaylen Brown. You know,
you don't raise your voice at your
not to you I don't, not to you I don't. But anyway, as I was saying, it goes back to the Jaylen Brown deal. Why is he such a threat? Why is
he's smart?
Right, exactly. So it ties
smart in. And I'm not trying to scare away our viewers and everything.
Well, let's not then. Let's not then.
But being strong, dominant black men, we tend to intimidate people sometimes. That's why sometimes I like to break the ice by talking sports, to reel them in, to let them see from my viewpoint what's going on. Right. Now, Daryl, I find it hard to believe that you don't never raise your voice, because you raise your voice on this show all the time.
I just got a heavy voice. It feels like you think I'm raising my voice, but this is normal, right? Because I have a heavy voice. You have more of a soprano, right? I've got the baritone bass, and I understand that there's a little bit of intimidation factor in that, and I can understand that coming from you with the soft, tender voice. I understand, so that makes sense that you would say that. But let me talk about this though. Ryan Clark isn't the only person that got let go. You're talking about Carl Ravitch, who's been doing baseball for 33 years, well respected. Tom Pelissero, NFL Network. Matter of fact, he just left NFL Network and came to ESPN. Yeah, Cam Newton. But here's a guy that no one's talking about, the great Charles Davis. Charles Davis was on Crossroads a couple of months ago. Charles Davis, University of Tennessee guy, smart, sharp guy, does work with the NFL Network. But if you remember, ESPN bought NFL Network. Stephania Bell. Those of us that are fantasy league football watchers, Stephania Bell on that Sunday, who's healthy, who's not, right? Bart Scott, ex-Ravens player, right? So it's not just, yes, Ryan Clark's the biggest name, but there's a lot of guys and ladies that were let go as well. And I'll say it to this, right? A lot of people, I said this on our show, a lot of people, I'm a boycott ESPN. This is going to be a plug, by the way. I'm a boycott ESPN. I'm not watching. I don't watch ESPN. Yeah, you do.
They lie.
If you got DirecTV or whatever, Comcast or whatever, you support ESPN, because every time your bill goes up and you pay it, you're supporting ESPN, because your bill is going up because of those contracts that Reggie talked about earlier, right? Yeah. And to that point, don't forget ABC, Disney. Yeah. So if you got little children, y'all watching Disney, you supporting ESPN. So stop with the cap. What they say, Reggie? Cap, you capping, right? Stop with the cap and go to Blue TV. See my guy Al Jeans. Cut the cord.
Hey man, Bug that Cincinnati Bengals fan.
First month free. After that, if you're interested still, go with it. I've had it for almost 2 years. How long you had your Blue TV, Reggie?
I've had it for about 5 years. But Bug, Allen Jeans, and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, don't be knocking. We're trying to help. What are you doing? Crazy?
Man, it's a good service. I enjoy the service, but Bug is team.
Stop bugging him then.
But you have a good point. And Eli just made a comment. He says it goes back further than that. It goes back to Kareem. But he left off the main name that really scared him was Jim Brown. Yeah. Jim Brown scared him and left football altogether. So yes, it goes back to Kareem. It also goes back to Wilt Chamberlain. They were scared of Wilt Chamberlain.
Let me tell you this. You make a good point. And Eli brought up Kareem. I was going to say it right after he posted it. Check this out. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the most dominating NBA players of all time, right? But one of the least friendly, right? They call him surly, right? This guy with the resume that he had, the best he could do to getting back into the NBA was an assistant coach for the Clippers. That tells you all you need to know. That tells you all you need to know 100%. And that's disappointing, right? And there's a lot of frustration with ESPN and folks with ESPN, and I get it. But it's funny, right? ESPN, they talk about people that are less income. You're living check to check. ESPN is almost living check to check, because they're paying all these other announcers, these other names, higher money.
Two that they're paying most of the money to, Steve Smith and McAfee.
Right.
That's
That's what I'm
where
saying.
the majority. So they had to cut some. I wish they would cut Kendrick Perkins because he's always hating on my Pacers and everything, getting on my dang nerves. But don't get me started on Kendrick Perkins. Just saying stuff to get stuff going. Yeah, I'm raising my voice, and I can still be intelligent with it.
But the ESPN layoffs, as we talked about, it's about people who laid off, and the fact
whatever. He made me mad, you know.
So here's what we're saying. That's why I said people are upset. Cut the cord and go ahead and see my boy Al Jeans. That way you can really, because I've been boycotting ESPN. And guess what?
You ain't been boycotting anybody, man.
Well, I'm telling you what. I've been boycotting because I ain't been paying ESPN. I got my service. I've got NBA ticket, NFL ticket, MLB ticket. So go ahead and chime in and go to see Blue TV, my guy Al Jeans, if you really want to boycott. Because I'm sitting up here watching Shark Week and everything else I want, and it's just costing me pennies. Why? Because I'm smart and I cut the cord.
Hey, Eli, Big Perk gotta go. He act like he was an all-star. He always want to criticize somebody on the basketball court. Then he want to jump from Oklahoma to New York to Boston. And he says, I'm welcome in Boston. I helped develop them. I can walk in that house. Brown can't tell me anything. Bug Big Perk. Big Perk. Nah, I was going to say he's almost as bad as Jason Whitlock, but bug that. Big Perk is not nearly as bad as Jason Whitlock.
Now, we ain't getting people fired, man, on this show.
Whatever, man. Hey, man, bug him, man. But yeah, Eli, Big Perk can go. Big Perk can go. Mm-hmm.
So great segue. We're talking about big and going. Let's go to the biggest sports athletes there are, and that's the NFL, right? We're finally going. The next time you and I are going to have a show is going to be in the month of August. That means football. What's up, Unc? What's up, Unc? Uncle's in the house. My Uncle Johnny Sykes in the house.
He's not your uncle. You ain't related to him. You don't even have his phone number.
Yeah,
he ain't your uncle. Matter of fact, I'm about to bar him from being in the family. I wonder, he should be the nephew and I should be the uncle because I lead him all the time. Golly.
Say, listen, I told you about Bad Mouth.
Yes, we watch. I watch UFC. I don't think he does.
Yeah, absolutely. We just talked about it 2 weeks ago. What are you talking? You know, you're such a hater, man. Anyway, back to the NFL. Bigger players are, right? NFL, it's time, right? NFL season is here. You can say what you want. Camps have started. Preseason is in August. All right. So we're talking AFC, NFC. We're talking about my top 8 teams. I'll share my 8.
You got 10. You got 10.
I got 8 teams. I got 8 teams.
Go ahead. Okay, I'm going to shut up. Go ahead.
My teams are simple. Ravens, Texans, Jaguars, Eagles, Bears, and I think if I remember right, I got the Rams. Yeah, I got the Rams and the Buccaneers. Those are my teams. Now, understand
and Dallas.
And let me say, any team that plays the Colts, I want them to win. And then,
so you got more than 18.
Well, hold on. No, those are my team. But then in my honorable mention is Dallas because my co-host Isaiah always blasting Dallas Cowboys, right? So I got to give Dallas Cowboys a little bit of love. I don't like Dallas. I got to give a little bit of love because we're so one-sided. I mean, most fans they're Cowboy fans. So we got to give them some love. And Isaiah showed so much hate with his team. I got to give him some love.
I don't care.
I know you don't care.
Girls, they can be Brokeback Mountain. They can be Little House in the Prairie Boys. I don't care. The Cowboys, it wasn't a catch. The Dads did. They suck. They hot trash. The Colts gonna be the Ravens in the first game of the season. You just left the Colts. We glad you left, and you picked up 10 teams. And every year you pick up a new team.
2 alternates. Stop hating.
And every year you pick new teams. Only losers pick 8 teams.
Things change. You can't just.
You don't even have any of their gear.
You're right, because I can't afford to. I'm okay with that. I can't afford it. I'm not like you. I ain't see you got the Nike gear on. You got the Coke hat on. I got this shirt I got from Walmart for $7.99. I ain't rich like that. That's I can't handle that.
The Ravens in the first game of the season. The Colts
Okay.
are going to beat the Cowboys.
Hold
The
on,
Colts,
hold
I
on.
don't
You
think
can't
we
skip
play the
over.
Bears this
You can't
year.
skip.
Now they
Well,
play Rams.
okay. So let's go ahead and do this. Since we're gonna talk Colts, we're gonna be legit. Week 1, Ravens versus Colts.
Colts.
All right. I gotta do my little
And
thing.
the Ravens is your 10. The
Oh,
Ravens
I
is
got
your
you.
team.
Next up, Chiefs versus Colts. Who do you got?
Colts. Colts.
Yeah,
Daniel
that's
Jones
cool.
is playing the first game.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Week 4, Colts versus the Redskins / Commanders.
Hold on. Face 2030. The
I'm
Colts
sorry.
got a quarterback. They started off 7-1 until
you come
James
back?
Jones got hurt.
Can you come back on the rails for me, please? We
Okay.
can adjust that in a second. Week 3, I'm sorry. Texans versus the Colts at Indiana.
Colts. Colts.
All right. Colts versus Commanders in London.
That may be a loss.
Okay. That's a loss. Okay. All right. 3-1. Steelers versus the Colts in Steel Town.
Colts in a blowout. However many points they give the Steelers, you better take them. They probably, because they got Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback, the Steelers probably only going to win 3 to 4 games this year. Look,
Fair enough.
Look, Mike Epps ain't coming back to save the Steelers. Mike Epps. No, what's the dark skin guy that be playing movies that you say the coach used to look like? What's his name? He ain't coming back to save the Steelers. He's in the booth now. You know, he don't have to deal with the rapist being the rapist. He don't have to deal with all that mess. So yeah, the Steelers will be lucky to win 4 games this year.
Man, you talking about Mike Tomlin, man? Why you disparaging Mike Tomlin, man? That's
he should look like that dude, man. It ain't Omar Epps. Thank you, Michael. He looking like Omar Epps. Yeah. Omar Epps looking like.
Okay. Back on the rails. Titans versus the Colts.
Colts.
All right. Colts versus Vikings.
Vikings.
Okay. Next up, Colts versus my Jaguars.
They gonna kick them in the ass, and you gonna lose, and you gonna be mad since you done got on the Jaguar bandwagon.
Next up, Colts versus the Cowboys. Down there in that stadium called Lucas Oil, there's gonna be 50,000 Cowboy fans there. What do you say?
We ain't selling our tickets. Colts by 3 points.
Okay. Dolphins versus the Colts. The resurgent Dolphins trying to get back. What do you think?
Colts.
All right. Colts versus Texas again in Houston. November 19th. You know, Colts don't like playing in Houston in November. What do you think?
We have one in there, and that's a closed stadium. It's not outdoor. And if it was,
I said in Houston.
I know. If it was outdoor, it wouldn't matter because it's in Houston. But I'll give Texas that win.
Okay. All right. Giants versus the Colts. You got the new upcoming quarterback and that great running back. They got Scatterboo coming to Indy. What do you say?
Scatterboo, Skeeter, Skittles, whatever his name is, he better watch out for the Colts. Okay? Colts in the win. Jones won't pay back.
All right. Next up.
Watch your mouth, Eli. I saw you said Giants.
Week 14. I'm ignoring the comments right now because I want to get through this because I don't want it to be another hour long just doing this. So, Colts versus my Eagles in Philadelphia, December 13th. Come on, Reggie. What you got?
The Colts and the Eagles fans are going to be trying to throw snowballs at the coach because we own some pay. I don't like that coach just because he went on some hate stuff when the coach fired Chuck. You know, we won because they fired Chuck. When he get his ass fired, I'm going to laugh and I'm going to make all kinds of memes and I'm going to put you on a meme and I'm going to put him on a boat for getting fired. Bug the coach of the Eagles with
fair
his
enough.
old
You got
stuck-up ass.
it. So now you got the Colts. Got you. Fair enough. Now we've got Colts versus Titans the next week.
Colts.
Okay. Next up, Al Jeans is listening to us. Bengals come down. They come down I-74. Spend some time in Lucas Oil Stadium. Bengals versus the Colts.
Icky Woods selling cold cuts is not going. We got a new dog too, man. He's a little puppy. He keeps jumping up. But Icky Woods down Loki. Icky Woods isn't coming back. And look, Larry, see what y'all the only 2 Bengal fans I know. Of course you're gonna say it, and they let you down every year. Icky Woods selling cold cuts is not coming back to save the Bengals. Joe Burrow would have 3 interceptions against the Colts.
Fair enough. Next up, Colts versus
4 wins. You lost your mind.
Colts versus the Browns. They go to Cleveland. Cleveland with a revamped team. Shedeur Sanders is going to be starting quarterback in Week 17. Colts going out. They're going outside now. They're going to all white. They're going to be cold. Colts
They're going to hit Sanders so hard that Dion's going to fall off his crutches. Colts.
Okay. And last but not least, my Jaguars come back to Indy, ready to take on the Colts. Last game of the season, regular season.
Lost
what you got?
Colts.
So what you got here? You got the Colts at 13-4.
Sure do.
13. So I'm gonna give you a chance to revise it once the season starts. Cause I think you're.
No, I'm gonna make a revision right now. The first game the Colts played the Jags in.
I'm gonna give you time to let us.
I'm gonna revise the first game. The Colts, the first win against the Jags, is that in Indy or is that in
Jacksonville?
Okay, the Colts will lose that one and they'll win the second time.
So same difference. It's still it's the same damn difference. I thought you were going to say something profound. Well, if it's in January.
Hey, Isaiah, hold on. I see your co-host chimed in. Isaiah.
Hold on.
Isaiah.
He can wait. He ain't going nowhere, man.
Okay. All right. Y'all got me going off the rails talking all these haters in the comments. I look at all these hater comments, and I'm trying to focus on the show, and y'all talking a lot of smack. Larry, Isaiah, Isaac, Eli. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of hate. And you know what? Hey, they call me the king of trolls for a reason. I got a long memory. I got a memory like an elephant. Just remember that. Yeah, just remember that.
So, do you say 13-4? You got the Colts, right? So I'm gonna give. So on our show, the Tuesday before the season starts, because it's gonna be season starts that Thursday. So we're gonna revise a little bit, and I'm gonna give you an opportunity to maybe Colts pick up a player here or something like that. Something happens, and all of a sudden
they're gonna pick up the tackle out of Tampa. Zess, whatever his name again with a V Vesta. Cheese.
Let me say something. You realize the Colts are going to probably win maybe 4 or 5 games. You for real, like you really realize that, though, right?
That's where you go with all that hate again. They started off 7-1. They started off 7-1 last year. You tried to get on the bandwagon. I kicked your ass off.
I said they were winning. That was just the truth. They were winning. I wasn't saying that.
You said they're going to win 4 games this year. Last year, you tried to get on the bandwagon until everybody got hurt, and then you abandoned ship like you do. That's why you got 8 NFL teams. That's why the Colts are glad you're not there anymore.
Or it could be this, right? I said the Colts were 8-0, and they were 8-0. And then when they lost, like damn near all the next games they had, I said they lost. Could it be? I'm just being honest. Could it be? Could it be honest?
It's too many negative comments popping up on the feed right now. Isaiah is really going in because I talked about his Cowboys.
Listen, here's the thing, right? We all know that Ballard is a dead man walking, right? We know that the general manager for the Colts is a dead man walking.
Not if he go 13-4 with a playoff victory, he'll still be here.
And you know what that'll mean? More futility for the Colts. You understand that?
Maybe you should worry about the 8 teams you cheer for. Maybe Isaiah should worry about the Cowboys.
I'll break those down.
Maybe Larry should worry about the Bengals. Maybe Al should worry about the Bengals.
You know what? Is that Shauna's husband, Larry? Is that Shauna's husband, Larry?
Huh?
Is that Shauna's husband?
No, that's my brother. He was the one.
That's my brother. Okay. First, he's a good man. All right, clearly, right.
He don't know Jack.
Secondly, him being a Dallas Cowboy fan, he's been around a little bit, so that's good.
Larry Seawood is a Bengals fan. He lives in Cincinnati.
Okay, I'm getting confused. Okay, so whoever they are, they're smarter than you because they got Bengals and Cowboys fans, so they're definitely smarter than you. I mean, would you agree to that, right? You would agree to that, right? I'm sure. I mean, you once started the trolling. Now, when I bring it back to you, you would be mad at me. Don't be mad.
No. You on some bull crap, man. You on some bull crap, man.
Hey,
y'all got me on.
They're calling you Reggie A. Smith in the comments.
Man, Buck S.A.
Larry Seawood just said he lived in Indianapolis. You don't even know where the man lived.
Hey, well, he always talking about the Bengals and stuff. The only time the Bengals win is when he's on PlayStation 2 and he posts all these links on my Facebook page. I think they done won like 6 championships.
What's wrong with him sharing the truth?
On PlayStation and stuff.
They got a better quarterback. They got a better fan base.
He's been better for how long? How many rings did they get Joe Burrow?
No, I just say he's a better quarterback. We ain't talking about. Let's get away from this.
How many rings does they get?
Let's get away from this ring culture, okay? We're talking about playing. We ain't talking about just rings. It's more than just rings.
Man, this is the Cincinnati Bengals.
There are 32 teams. There are 32 teams, Reggie. Only one of them win the title.
The Cincinnati Bengals are the Washington Wizards of the NFL. I'm sure that hit somebody hard. Huh.
You know what? That was a direct shot at my co-host. And you think you slick. I done told you, you can't be going on my co-host like that. He's a Cowboys fan. He's got some struggles. And yes, he loves the Wizard. He loves the Wizard. But to Nate Brown's point, Nate Brown, Cowboys are back. I'm telling you.
Nate Brown, you went to Warren Central. Let's go over the Cowboys schedule. Let me call up the Cowboys schedule. Call up the Cowboys schedule.
Okay, hold on.
All those Cowboys fans on there.
Hold on.
Okay. Come on.
Oh, hey, listen. Settle down. Hold on a minute. I'm getting to it. Golly, I got like 9,000 screens up here, man. All right, Cowboys. Hey. Cowboys. Here we go. Full schedule. Let's go.
No, Eli. Jack Trudon is not Daniel Jones.
We're not doing preseason. Okay. First week.
No.
First week, regular season. Cowboys versus the Giants. What do you say? I'm a tally it up too. Cowboys versus the Giants.
That's when. Where's it at?
At New York.
That's when for the Cowboys.
Win for the Cowboys. Okay, gotcha. Next up, they play Corey's Washington Commanders. That's
an L.
Dallas. That's a
the Cowgirls will lose to the Commanders. Yes.
Okay. Week 3, they got the Baltimore Ravens. My Ravens are playing Dallas, and they are at Cowboy Stadium. Looks like
the Ravens gonna peck their eyes out. The Ravens over the Cowboys.
My Ravens got you. Now, next up. Matter of fact, they're going to be playing my teams in a few in a row. My next up is Houston. My Houston Texans. What do you say?
Houston is the real owner of the state of Texas. Houston.
Okay. You got Dallas 1-3 so far. You know that, right?
I said Houston was going to win that. What 3 games?
I said you got Dallas 1-3 right now.
So what? We're 3-3.
The only game you said they're going to win was the Giants.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So 1-3. Yeah, I thought you said 3-3. Yeah, 1-3. Yeah.
Next up, they got my Tampa Bay Buccaneers at AT&T Stadium.
Dallas will win that one.
I don't know. I got my Tampa Bay Bucks now. Next up, Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. It's probably going to be it's a Sunday night game. Sunday night game.
Micah's always gonna punish Jerry Jones.
You got Green Bay. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Next up, my Eagles. They come to my Eagles in Lincoln Financial Field. Who you got?
You know what? I almost hate your Eagles more than I hate the Cowboys just because you cheering for them.
Watch your tone. Jalen Hurts gonna hear you. Don't talk crazy.
Cowboys,
I got you. Okay, well you buy it. Next up, they got a couple of easy games coming up. This is gonna be easy.
I'm not biased.
Arizona Cardinals, week 8.
Cowboys.
All right, 4-4 after 8. Next up, they go to their pseudo home field advantage. They come to Indianapolis. Indianapolis Colts versus the Cowboys, week 9.
Colts by 3.
Colts by 3. Gotcha. Okay, at least you try to be consistent. Next up, you got to talk about the franchise that hadn't won a Super Bowl in a long time. They play this team, San Francisco 49ers. They're the Dallas Cowboys of California. They got Dallas Cowboys and 49ers in AT&T Stadium. Who you got?
Last year, the 49ers were one of your teams. Since they ain't your team this year?
Listen, I'm not on this year. This is 26.
49ers then. I'm taking the 49ers. Then any team you leave's got to be better than whenever you were cheering for them.
Fair enough. Next up, they got the Tennessee Titans.
Cowboys.
Okay. All right, Tennessee Titans. I got the Cowboys. Okay.
Nate, when I stop what, Nate? I'm telling the truth.
5-6. Okay. Next up, they got my Eagles on a Thursday night game. Dallas versus my Eagles.
The first game I gave to the Eagles, didn't I?
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Okay.
I ain't a hater.
Yeah. 6-6.
He's called
Seattle. They got Seattle in week 13. They got the Super Bowl champs. They will be playing at Seattle. Okay, got you. Next up, they got a bye. After that, they got my Los Angeles Rams in SoFi Stadium.
They're going to blow them out. Rams going to be in about 23 points.
All right. Then they got my Jacksonville Jaguars at AT&T Stadium.
What'd you say?
My Jacksonville Jaguars.
Cowboys.
We got them at 7-8. Next up, New York Giants. We got 2 left. New York Giants.
Dallas.
You got them at 8-8 right now. Last but not least, Washington Commanders. Last game of the season.
I'm with Corey on this. Motion pimp. What's your name? Corey, whatever your name is on there. I'm with you. I want to just call him by his YouTube name. Corey, I'm with you. Washington will beat the Cowgirls, Brokeback Mountain, the Dead Rough Riders, whatever you want to call the Cowboys. The Washington Commanders will beat them both times this year. And the Bengals won't make the playoffs, Larry Seawood, since you want to laugh.
Good point, Larry. I think you make a good point, Larry. Reggie needs a new team as well. Good point. And we'll talk about that off air, Larry, and I'll update you if you follow us on the show and everything, and I'll tap you into the Game Time Network on Facebook so you can get some updates from Hater Reggie and everything as well too. So what you got?
Larry's not as smart as his sister Shauna. Shauna cheers for the coach.
Let's not give Shauna so much credit. I ain't giving Shauna that much credit. She's also a Heat fan, so let's not give Shauna too much credit.
But she's a Colts fan first. She ain't a Bengals fan.
Well, that's unfortunate for her. That's unfortunate. Larry's going to try to talk her into changing her mindset. Larry, listen. Hey, Warren Central, East Side, Larry, West Montgomery Park. Hey, talk to Shauna, please. Talk to her, try to help her out, have her see the real world. I appreciate that. So you got Dallas at 8-9, and you got the Colts at 13-4.
I sure do. That's my bias.
And you said that proudly.
That's my bias with a lot of trust.
Everybody looked at you and said, "Look how proud Reggie is." He said,
"Look, this is the name of the show. This is my show. Bias with a little truth. A bias. Bias. This dang show. Hey,
look, you said a mouthful there. Bias with a little truth.
What's the name of my damn show? What's the name of my show? Hold on, let me think. Bias with a little truth. Okay. Bias with a little truth. But my truth, and look, my son laughing and stuff now.
That's why.
Whatever, man. Hey, man. My bias is always truthful. And these are my predictions. Y'all don't have to like them. You losers don't have to like them. Because
I'm gonna post Reggie's. Oh, I gotta get in there. I can't say it. Anyway, I'm gonna post Reggie's statistical data.
13-4. Dallas Cowboys at 8-9. I called it, and I was right last time when you Isaiah Ramon picked the Pistons to beat Cleveland. Cause y'all don't know sports like I know sports.
Get back on the rails.
Y'all don't know sports like I know sports. I'm more right than I am wrong. Cause my truth is a little bit of bias.
You're a Colts fan. Red, you're a Colts fan. You don't lie to the people now. You cannot act like you listen, you're a Colts fan. And we're talking football. So there's no way in the God's green earth that what you just said is accurate. You're wrong more than you're right. So I'm gonna give you a chance to put me out there, right? I'm gonna go back and grab the NFL counter for one of my 8 teams. You tell me who you want me to grab, and I'll give you my prediction.
It don't matter whatever 8 teams you pick, they all gonna lose. Good. Let's do. Let's see. You got so many dang teams. Let's do. Do the Eagles.
Do my Eagles? Okay, got you. No worries. I'm gonna pull them up here, and I'm gonna tally it too, right? So that way I can have it ready, right? But I don't want you, saying, "Oh, you just changed your mind or something." No.
You always change your mind. You always lie and change your mind.
I'm gonna give you full schedule, my brother. Full schedule. Here we go. I gotta get all these little cookies out of the way because I ain't buying no cookies. All right, week 1, we got the Washington Commanders. That is an absolute win. Jalen's gonna take care of business in Lincoln Financial Field.
I understand why Corey don't like you now because that's absolutely gonna be. I'll give you the teams. The
No,
Titans.
no,
week
no,
two.
no. I know because I want to give mine so you can say, see, you was right too, or you was wrong too. So I'm gonna give you mine. Next up, week 2.
I know. Give them. Give them. I'm gonna give you the teams that play. Week 2, they play the Titans.
Win. You give
The
them to me. I'll write
Bears.
them down there.
The
Bears.
Bears.
That's gonna be tough. I got 2 of my teams there. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna take the Bears on that one. I'm gonna take my Bears on that one.
Rams. That's an L.
No, hold on. That's another one of my teams. Where are we playing at? Are we playing at the Rams or are we playing at Philly?
No, in Philly.
That will be a loss by Philly. 2-2. Let's go.
Jaguars. Another one of your 8
Another one of my
teams.
We're gonna take care of business in Jaguar City. We got the Jaguars. Let's go. 3-2. Next.
Panthers. That's an L for them.
Panthers. That's a win. 4-2. Let's go. Go on, Jalen. Jalen getting hot at this point. Let's go.
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Oh, it's gonna be it's gonna be a barn burner, but it's gonna be close. But I gotta roll. Gotta roll with my boys, man. 5-2.
Another L coming up. Commanders. The W and Commanders for Washington stand for beating Brokeback Mountain Cowgirls. What do you say?
I got Commanders winning. What's up, Zeke? I see Zeke is in the house. What's I'm talking about? Zeke in the house. Let's go. What you got next?
What did you call out for the Commanders?
I just said. Well, I said a win. I said
Okay.
we're 5-8. 5-3. 5-3. Who?
Giants.
Dub. Let's go. That's a dub.
Steelers.
Clearly a dub.
Cowboys.
Because F ain't on the sidelines anymore.
Cowboys.
We'll take a loss. We're 7-4. Let's go.
Cardinals.
8-4. That's a win.
Colts. That's a loss.
Bro, we're 9-4. Let's go.
That's bullshit.
Hey, this is a
Seahawks.
family show.
Seahawks.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough. What are we playing in?
You play the Seahawks at home.
Oh, we'll take that win. We're 10-4. Let's go. Let's go, Jalen.
Texans.
Ooh, I'm gonna take the Texans.
That's
Man.
an L.
Texans 10-5 right now.
49ers.
Oh,
that must be Sunday night. 1-3.
That's a win against the Dallas Cowboys of California. That's an absolute win. We're 11-5. Next, last one.
Giants.
The Eagles will be 12-5 on the season. I'm gonna post that. Eagles 12-5. You got the Colts 13-4, and you got the Cowboys 8-9. Let's go. I'm gonna post them on the show, and we can do a clip of it. Clip that, by the way. Clip this. Clip that. But make sure we have it. So therefore, everybody knows what we did and didn't say. You can't go back. Well, I said if they wasn't injured. Well, I said if his ankle's okay. Well, see what I said. Well, no, I want to hear that. We got it. So
I agree with you. I agree with you, Corey. Die Eagles, die. I agree with you, dog.
Hey, you know why y'all hating against the Eagles? Because you see the greatness of the city of Philadelphia, right? You know, yes, I'm not a
Man, I put Philadelphia in the same bucket. I put the nasty ass city of Chicago and the nasty ass city of the New York Knicks. I hate all the sports teams there.
What is wrong with you?
I don't care about them haters.
Can't just hate like you want to be hating. Just be hating.
Do you see my name at the bottom of the thing? It says Reggie King of
It needs to say hater Reggie. What it need to say.
Hey man,
like you showing a lot. You showing a lot more hate of late. And I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in your behavior.
The Bears had a lot of last-second wins last year. Those wins
they didn't quit. We didn't quit. That's why we didn't quit.
Well, they're gonna quit this year. The Eagles
one of the best young quarterbacks in the league. One of the best young quarterbacks in the league.
AJ is gone. The Eagles are gonna suck.
The good thing is AJ is gone. He was a malcontent. He's gone.
Cowboys always come in there. People always think, "Oh, this the Cowboys." No.
This is the Cowboys' year. They're not going to win the Super Bowl, but one of my teams will. And you need to stop hating on teams with players that are good just because they don't have a Super Bowl championship. Okay?
Hey, y'all. If y'all listening into the show, type a question. Let me and Daryl answer your question. I'm sure my answer will be a lot better than his answer. But anything about sports related,
mine will be honest.
Answer right now.
Mine will be honest with thought provoke. and yours is gonna be emotional with hate provoked. So that's the difference. We on one side we got an honest, legit guy. The other side we got a hater. If he hates the team, they're gonna lose. So you just said Colts are 13-4, Cowboys are 8-9.
Yeah.
We don't need to say any more than that.
Yeah. Hey Nate, you gonna make me fight you, man. You gonna tell me my picks are worse than Charles Barkley?
Yeah,
you gonna make me fight you, man.
Beyond reproach, absolutely, 100%. But that's who you are, and this is your show. It's truth with a little bias, or we should change it. A lot of bias with minimal truth. I think that's the kind of the dynamic. That's a question we got. That's a question. Yeah. What should this show be changed to? Right now, is truth with a little bias. You all been watching Reggie over the last couple of months. You all know damn well it's very little truth, especially if there's some big caps on top of that. Truth with a little bit of bias. We should flip that bias with bold print, then with a little bit of truth. How about that?
Whatever. Let's go to the next question.
Good point, Unc. He said, Unc said you don't have no substance. I'm just saying.
He ain't even part of my family anymore, man. He's kicked off. He can go to
your family. We kicked you out anyway. We changed the lock on Mama's house.
Go to Nate Brown's question. Pop Nate Brown's question up so people can see it on the screen.
Let me get to it.
What's your opinion on LBJ?
I'm getting out. I'm scrolling. Somebody's all gonna comment. Hold on, chump.
What's your opinion on LBJ? Yeah.
Here's my opinion on LBJ. One of the all-time great players in the NBA, will always go down as a great player in the NBA, right? I'm not a fan because he says one thing and he does another. Not a big fan of that. And as a basketball purist, I don't like, God hit him on the finger and he falls and he grabs his eye. I'm not a fan of that. But from a basketball playing perspective, though, Nate, the dude, top 3-4 player of all time, you got to give the credit where credit is due, man. Him going to Philadelphia is a good move for him because he's chasing that ring. But I would say this: those fans in Philadelphia, if he goes 2 for 12 and they lose 3 out of 5 or something like that, he gonna wish he'd have went to Miami or Cleveland. I'll tell you that. Because them fans, they booed Santa Claus. They cheered when Michael Irvin was on the ground, partially paralyzed. That's true. That's not a lie.
Wasn't that Joe Theismann that got messed up? No, that was against the Giants when they was against the Giants.
So listen, he better show out. He better not be throwing himself on the floor because they already got one flopper in Joel Embiid.
But Joel Embiid is a reincarnation of Anthony Davis. But my opinion of LBJ is
he's a hell of a lot better player than Anthony Davis. He's more dominant for sure. You saw what he did against Boston? You saw what he did against Boston? Yeah.
Man, I'm just trolling, man. I'm just trolling.
See, that's okay. I got your point. Good point.
So my opinion on LBJ, I like him off the court better than on the court, about him being outspoken and speaking out for what's right and what's wrong. On the court, I don't like him. He's a flopper. Secondly, he's a ring chaser. He didn't put this team in Philadelphia together. It was already together, and he joined it. But he's not getting the backlash like KD did when he joined Golden State. James, goaltended on Victor Oladipo. Everybody knows I'm a Pacer fan. You see the Pacer logo. Me and Daryl love the Pacers. They didn't call it goaltending. They went on to beat the Pacers. It was a lot of bull crap going on when he was with the Heat and with Paul George them. Paul George them should have put him out, and they didn't. But, it was the king. You touch him and he fall. You know what? Matter of fact, we like Caitlin Clark on this show.
No, we love Caitlin Clark. No, don't get twisted. We love Caitlin Clark on this show.
And Caitlin Clark has been talking to James. And y'all wonder where she learned to flop at. I'm sure she got some flopping action from him, and he learned how to flop. So yes, I don't like James on the court. And matter of fact, I'm glad he's back in the East because on my short, I had the big payback playing in the background, James Brown. Time for some payback. The Pacers want the payback. Today was the first day I saw an announcer on a sports show said he had the Pacers as either the second or third best team in the East, and he had Philadelphia and the Heat behind them, which they should be. This should be between the Knicks, the Pacers, and
you better not say Boston.
I can't say Boston, but they did pick up Robinson and pick up a rebounder. Tatum gonna have a lot more shots. He got a lob threat. Let's just say the Pacers and the Knicks right now, and I'll come up with a third team later.
Fair enough.
The Pacers owe James. I don't care if he's in the West or the East. We owe him some payback.
So
We
let me
owe
go
him
back
for
to my
paying.
boy Robert Brown, another Pacer fan and season ticker. He asked about Daniel Jones. That I think Daniel Jones is going to be to finish the season. Robert, I don't think he's going to start the season off. That's an Achilles injury, right? And I know everybody's like, he looks great. He looked great in shorts and t-shirt. That's true. But when you got guys diving at your legs, running, the coach is going to have to run the ball, and JT is going to have to carry that load that first month and a half. If he doesn't, I don't see Daniel Jones finishing in the season. I want him to because I don't want anybody to be hurt. But it's going to be interesting to see how he plays when he does get into the game after that injury. Will he be favoring himself? Will he be thinking about it? Because it's a mental deal as well, too. So I don't know that he plays all 17 games, Robert. I'd say if I'm a betting man, and I am, I'd say probably 12 or 13 games is what I would think Daniel Jones is going to probably play this season. What do you think about
Okay,
that?
I somewhat agree with you on that, but I do think he's going to be ready to go for the season. But you're right. When people are diving at your ankle in the team workouts during the off season where they work out with different teams, the quarterback is often protected. So you're not going to, if somebody comes free, a defensive end comes free, they're not going to be allowed to hit him. You're not going to be able to judge if he's able to scramble on that leg or not. So I can agree with you somewhat on that, and I don't think he's going to play in the preseason at all. I think his first game would be the first game of the season against the Ravens, and then you'll be able to tell. I agree with you. When you got shorts on, when you're just doing 7-on-7s and nobody can touch you and you're not really having to scramble, you don't know how you're going to be. But from all indications, you had a guest on your show. What was his name? Coach, sports writer.
Money Matt Taylor. No, there's the voice of the coach, Money Matt Taylor, friend of the show.
And he says, I'm going with what he says. He says that Daniel is going to be ready for opening day. But I do agree with you that first day, when somebody's running at your ankle, you're going to tell if he's really ready or not. And you're right. The coach needs to be a run offense first. Stain needs to understand when he gets away from the run, that's when we lose. He needs to stick with the run and then pass. Because I don't think Alex Pierce is going to be ready for the first game of the season. So
they got him on the pup list, but that could be just to protect him, right? That's just to make sure there's no challenge. I think Alex Pierce starts game one. I think.
But I'm gonna tell you two coats that you're gonna have to look up for, okay? Because they're gonna be trying to key in on JT, and they're gonna be trying to key in on Alex Pierce. Watch out for Warren. Watch out for Downs. And there's a guy that's been on the Colts team for a very long time. He usually plays special teams. Very fast receiver. I think he got hurt one year. I think he got hurt last year. But the Colts have never.
You talking about Downs?
No, not Downs. Ashland Doolin. He's going to be a great receiver, I think, and he's going to really get his chance to be the third receiver.
Matt Taylor spoke about him on the show. He spoke about him on the show as well. And said he's looking good.
Of him highly.
He's looking good in camp. So I'm going to pivot back to my boy Robert Brown because I got nothing but love for Rob. So he asked about Caitlin Clark. Should she continue to play with the passion that she has and care less if technicals come with it or not, or learn to channel that passion and not whine as much? Teams are going to bait her into crashing out. Robert, you're exactly right. I said it on our live show. She's got to stop whining. Everything's not going to be roses and lollipop for you. Yes, you're tough. Yeah, you're not backing down. Got it, right? But here's the challenge, though, Robert. Does that energy fuel her to be the player she is? And that's a tough dynamic, right? So I don't like the whining that she does. I don't. If you get a foul call, let it go, right? Keep moving, right? Because everybody's hunting her. I said on our show, they pick her up at 94 feet. Everybody's got something to prove against her. Take a little bit of that heat off yourself, right? So you don't always have to respond, Caitlin, to everything that everybody does to you. So I would say twofold, Robert. Yeah, I would like for her to calm down a little bit, but the question is, does that take away from her ability, pull up, logo threes, right? Getting to the cup, dropping dimes, right? So that's my only concern there, right? But I think that backcourt, her and Kelsey Mitchell, in my opinion, just my humble opinion, I still think it's the best backcourt in the WNBA. I know Minnesota has a great backcourt, and so does Dallas. But I'll tell you this, I'll stick with the Fever all day and twice on Sunday from a backcourt perspective, for sure.
Caitlin Clark has got to stop acting like the guy you hate the most in the NBA.
I don't hate LeBron James, man.
I'm not talking about James. I ain't talking about James.
Who?
For Golden State. Saginaw
She ain't fighting nobody. See, there you
I'm
go.
not talking about. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about. Let me finish. Can I finish my point? Can I let you finish your point?
Go ahead, man. I'm
talking about with the technicals that he get, or he may get bait in getting technicals. He's absolutely right. Teams are going to try to bait Caitlin Clark into getting that final tech to be suspended for that game. Yeah. She has to grow up. She's a good. Yeah, it's okay to whine. Yeah, I'm a superstar. I'm used to getting my way, but you got to chill out because if you're not there for your team, you're hurting your team. When guys get suspended for a game, you're hurting your team. When you're one of the leading backcourts, and I agree with you. I just label the backcourts 1A, 1B, 1C. You can put the Wings, you can put the Fever, or you can put Minnesota, however order you want, because all three of them are great teams, and they all work good together. But Caitlin has got to stop whining and making the facial expressions. She's going to have to grow up a little bit. We love you, Caitlin. You're a good player. So we need you to show your maturity and stop acting like Luka, crying. Not Luka, what's our boy in L.A.? You know what I'm talking about from down here. Luka, that's what I said. So, yeah.
You're right. You're all, like you said, you're mostly right all the time anyway. Hey, but to Kayla, you're right? She doesn't whine. But you can't compare her to Draymond Green. She's got basketball talent. This dude.
I'm talking about her technicals that she gets.
Listen, here's why certain things are allowed, right? So Draymond's allowed to do that because he's been in that with that team, and as he's the crash out guy. He's tough, right? But on the basketball court, 50 by 94. Don't compare him ever to Caitlin Clark.
Technical wise, if she get one more technical suspended for a game, I will compare her to her.
Listen to what I said. 50 by 94 game going on. There's no comparison what he brings to what she brings. Stop it.
So he didn't help Golden State win any rings?
Of course he did. He was on the damn team. What I'm saying is, don't compare her and what she brings as a basketball player to the Saginaw Stringer. Name the top three things you remember him for. Just come on. Top three things.
Defense and rebounding.
And he 6 rebounds a game is his career. He's a career 7 rebound a game guy.
He has good passing skills.
So you don't want to tell the truth. See, this is that bias part. Because you can't sit here and look me in the face and be honest and say, his defense and rebounding, the top 3 things he's remembered by?
His defense mainly. First of all, his defense is very good. So
that's one. That's the one thing. What's the second thing?
I said rebounding.
What's the third thing?
I'll work on it. I'll get back with you on that.
Y'all see what I mean?
Get technical.
When it fits his narrative, it's all good. That dude is a shell of a player.
Getting technicals like Caitlin Clark. I wasn't comparing all that because he definitely can't score like her, but
he can't pass like her. He can't pass like her.
He makes great passes. He can't pass. Come on, man. I didn't say pass.
I said about Draymond Green, fair enough. But you brought him up. I didn't. You brought him up. So when you bring him up, I'm gonna jam him up.
Compare her text to Luke's text in LA. Compare her text to the text that he gets.
We were talking about Caitlin Clark. You brought up Draymond Green. You want to go down every player in the NBA?
I named 2 people that technically get text and that could hurt their team by getting suspended. That's my substance.
Luka and Caitlin are very similar. Very similar. And playing what they bring to their team. But don't put Draymond Green. Man, come on, stop.
Draymond Green got suspended for a game and hurt him in the playoffs, didn't he? Didn't he get suspended for a game and hurt him in the playoffs?
You can't put Draymond Green in the class.
Did he get suspended for a game and hurt Golden State in the playoffs?
We know that 10 years ago. We know that 10 years ago. We're talking about now.
Well, that's what I'm comparing. I'm not comparing that they play alike or even play the same positions.
Don't put his name out there with Caitlin Clark. Ain't nothing similar. Stop. He ain't cussing out fans. He ain't calling referees Pete blank blanks. Stop. Come on, man.
He ain't cussing out fans? Is that what you said?
I said she ain't.
Okay.
Man, come on, man. I know you want to rile me up with this Saginaw Strangle stuff. I ain't stopping. You bring it up, I'm gonna eviscerate it. Mr. Triple Single himself. That's your boy, though. You like you
No, that
love
ain't my boy.
you
That
protect
ain't my boy.
you protect
I
him.
just said
You protect him
no. I
off a
don't.
lot.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I just said that she gets texts like him and texts like Luke, and I compared her to him because he got suspended for a game. She gets one more text. She has 9 texts. She gets one more text. She's going to be suspended for a game.
See,
That could possibly hurt the fever.
I think you were asleep when Robert mentioned that earlier. We were talking about that, right? You may have dozed off. So yeah, she's got those texts. You're right, and she's got to calm down. Period. Point blank. If she doesn't, she's going to hurt her team. We know that. But at least she's something. At least she's something to hurt the team.
All right.
All right. So now, yeah, you brought up Draymond Green. I didn't. Don't be mad at me. Don't bring him up if you don't want me to talk crazy about it. That's on you now.
I don't like him. You could talk crazy about him all
But
you want. I
you
really
protect
don't
him like you do.
I don't protect you. I just like to remind you of the statements that you make.
Oh, I know what they are. And he's a mid player. He's been a mid player. And you just said he's a rebounder and a defender. That's all you can bring about his play on the court.
He chooses his texts and fouls. Robert, don't believe that. Draymond ain't that strategic. Not at all.
On, man. He's selling. I got it. Fair enough. Hey, look, we didn't hit the NBA thing. We did the WNBA, but going back to the NBA, what we're looking at for this upcoming season, right?
Looking forward to it.
The schedule comes out around the 15th or 16th of August, right? I don't care. Robert, I don't know what package you got. Robert's got the full season. Robert, he's the other rich guy that we hang out with. Robert's rich. I think he's got the full season. We only got the half season, like the poor folks.
It ain't even a half a season. It's a quarter of a season. You forget half of the games are played at home and half the games are played at the road. It's 42 and 43 or whatever it is. So we don't even have 42 games. We have like 25 or 24 games. But, we worked our way up to there. We started off with 5 games.
With a 5 games. We worked our way down a little bit. But this is going to be an exciting season. I know a lot of people saw the video of Halliburton doing the between the legs dunk, right? That was great. It says he pushes off on his foot without any challenge, without any pain. And the way his excitement was after he done it, you saw that, right? Obi Toppin called him and said, man, okay. Robert said full for the Colts, half for the Pacers. Look at that. He got full season tickets for the Colts.
He's rich.
Hey, Robert, I'm gonna send you my cash out, man. I need a little bit of scratch, man. I'm a little struggle right now. I got some car issues, and I need some help. We'll talk about that offline. But no, that's my boy Robert, man. It's great seeing Robert at the games, man. And he's just one of the most balanced people as well, too. We need to get him on there to be our referee, Reggie, because you get out of control sometimes, and you listen to Robert. You don't listen to nobody else, but you'll listen to Robert.
But you talk about Tyrese and his injury. Daniel Jones had the same injury. You're right. You need to see him the first 10 or 11 games to see how he feels about coming back after that injury. Is he going to be scared to cut? Is he going to stop? Is he going to do it? Same thing with Daniel Jones, because I'm sure that they've talked to each other with them being local. And I think Tatum even talked to Tyrese about his injury. Tyrese called him asking him questions about the injury and how to recover and how to fight back and come back. So it's just going to be, they're just going to have some game practices, being protected in practices. It's not like game time. Until you see them in game time, then you'll learn how quick that they may favor it a little bit, or if they're going to have a minute schedule. Well, Daniel Jones, I think he's going to play the first game. You don't, but I think he is. And we'll see. I think he's going to get his foot. I think the first couple plays by the coach are going to be run and play JT, pass, play, action, pass. To get his footing under him to see how, being back in that game time situation, what it's going to be.
But you know what? To that point, right? This is July going into August. The season starts at the end of October. He's ramping up. I've got conversation that he's about 100%. So this is an opportunity now for him to work hard and to strengthen, right? To strengthen August and September. Because camp is going to be, I think, at the end of September, early October, right? So he's got these 2 months to get himself right. Yeah, he went and got married, and that was great for him and all. But August and September are going to be the times. You're going to see a lot of videos of him doing different things. With Tyrese coming back as a healthy player, and the team that they bring back everybody back with an addition of Zubac in the middle. We have a legitimate center. who can give us 30 minutes a game without looking like a swing forward. I know everybody, people love Huff, but he's where he needs to be on the bench with about 10 minutes a game. We'll give him in that neighborhood. But I think I'm looking forward to Zubac being a pacer and how that offense is going to look differently with him being the man in the middle, not being a stretch five like Turner was, and also like what's his name? I just said. But it's going to be fun to see what happens. The East is loaded though, man. And you look at the East, there's going to be somebody going to make the playoffs, brother. But the team, somebody's going to. Pacers didn't make the playoffs last year. A lot of talk about Detroit, and then with that Doran situation, maybe falling off a cliff as well. Cleveland doesn't look as good, and also too, you got take a look at
Orlando,
Charlotte, Orlando, Cleveland, and Detroit. There's gonna be some fighting in the East, man. I tell you what, I know last year we had an opportunity. We missed out some games because the season, and we had people wanting to go and help some people out. I'm telling you now, I'm speaking for me and Reggie. I'm probably speaking for Robert Brown too. Don't ask us, but we go into the game. Don't ask, don't tell, because it ain't happening. We will be at the game on the Jumbotron doing our thing. So don't doing our thing and having some fun. But to one more pivot I want to go on before we end, Reggie. Before we talk about mental health. I want to talk about November 7th. I want to talk about November 7th is the day, the best day of November, second to Veterans Day, right? We got 10 games on November 7th for college football.
That's going to be a great day.
Miami, Notre Dame, Oregon, Ohio State, Alabama, LSU, Georgia, Ole Miss, Texas, Missouri, BYU, Utah, Penn State, Washington, Michigan State, and A&M versus Carolina. Now, I don't know what all these games are going to be on what channels. I only can watch 4 at a time, right, for myself. There's going to be some night games, going to be noon games, going to be 3:30 games.
Well, the good thing about Blue TV, you can split. You can have 4 games on once. Yes, 4. So then you can have your computer out, and you can have that, and you can have it right here.
Don't tell yourself. Don't tell yourself. So what he is saying is, those of y'all who are boycotting this ESPN, boycott, come on over to Blue TV. You got 4 screens you can look at. Only one of them you can get the volume on, but you can sit back, drink your nice cold water, watch the team with some vegan wings or maybe some cauliflower bites or something, and you can sit down and watch games all day long. Those of y'all that
eating vegan wings and you're not eating cauliflower bites. Stop lying.
That's my menu for Saturday football. What are you talking about? And then on top of all of that, game day is going to probably be at Baton Rouge. It's going to probably be at LSU. Okay, so that starts at 9 a.m. You're talking 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. That's going to be the greatest Saturday in November history. So you all take an opportunity to watch, have some fun. Don't call me. Don't text me. Unless you're going to Zelle me some money, Robert Brown. Give me some money. I'll take that. But other than that, November 7th is the day I've got circled. It's going to be fun. Football is really back. I'm happy. I'm excited about it. NIL, transfer portal, all of that stuff. This is going to be a great season starting in August all the way through the end of January and February when the Super Bowl hits. So what do you think about that, Reggie? What are your thoughts?
That's going to be a great day, man. I mean, you don't have to worry about nobody calling you anyway. You don't got no friends. I ain't even your friend. If your wife didn't pay me that $20 every 2 weeks to be your friend, I told her I ain't going to claim you as a friend, but I'll be seen with you.
Cut that off.
And I may not move myself. Because you ain't got no friends, so ain't nobody going to call you.
I got my blue.
But that's a great day. I don't even think I'm going to play golf that Saturday morning on November the 7th. And you know how I am about my golf on Saturday morning.
Believe me, I know how you are. Believe me, I do.
Or either I'm going to have my, you know what? I can have my phone. I got Blue TV on my phone. And I can plug in my speaker, and I can still be looking at the game and swinging at the same thing. I don't care if people be mad talking about, be quiet. This is a gentleman's. Shut up! I'm looking at November 7th. I'm looking at football and I'm golfing. Two of my
Hey,
favorite sports.
I'm just saying you ain't got no friends. You just got hustlers.
Whatever. My uncle ain't my friend. You can have him. He ain't in the family no more. Johnny Sykes is no longer a member of the Sykes family, and you have never been a member of the Sykes family. So y'all can go over there and stand in the corner.
I tell you what, that key you got, it don't work anymore. So give it up.
Whatever.
The code in the garage
Hey,
has been changed. I'm just telling
Look,
you, code in the
we got
garage
an
has been changed.
hour. We got an hour and 9 seconds, an hour and 9 minutes in. Let's go ahead and get to the serious part of our show.
Hey, for sure, 100%. Hey, as we've talked about this on the show the last 4 or 5 weeks about mental health, right? Working with AFSP, suicide prevention, men's mental health, getting out in the community, doing what we can to help those who are in need, right? AFSP has a suicide prevention walk on September 12th. It's called the Walk Out of Darkness. It's downtown. I think it starts out at Military Park. It's a basic walk. You don't have to get, all geared up and all that stuff. It's a walk. It's everybody walking in a group together, doing a walk for suicide prevention and also remembering those who we've lost to suicide. It's September 12th. The thing is, it's a 5K run that the Colts are sponsoring on the same day. That is kind of has some conflicting things there with those who want to do the suicide prevention walk and then the 5K walk. My family's going to be doing the 5K walk. I'm going to be doing the suicide prevention walk down there, Walk Out of Darkness. So it's just important to talk about it. We're going to continue to talk about it and use our platform to share mental health and those things that we can do to help and reaching out to those who are in need. And just from this perspective, on Saturday, I was preparing for our live show. We had a great live show, by the way. And I got word that a former NFL player, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, and I'm sorry, 38 years old, took his life this past weekend. NFL retired player. And we talk about it every week. And I know some people roll their eyes, oh, here we go with this. They may log off. That's fine. Log off. But this is real. Think about this. If you're a person and you feel the best way out is to take your life, you got family that love you. Maybe have some challenges. That's fine. Family love you, friends that love you, people that love you. And you make the decision to take your life. That's not just an easy decision for someone, but understand people are going through a lot. If you got an opportunity to help somebody, you need to go out there and help them, whatever it may be, and be a part of the solution, not part of the problem.
I agree totally. And people don't realize that your mental health can affect your family also by you choosing, I hate to say the easy way out, that affects your family and it bothers them and that can affect their mental health also. Being black men, our mental health is very, very important because being a black man, we're constantly under attack. So we need to be strong because what do we say every week? We're expected to show how strong we are. We're not supposed to cry. We're not supposed. Sometimes you gotta cry. Sometimes you gotta get on one knee and you gotta pray. There are resources out here, and I'm glad that every week we talk about mental health. Not just black men mental health, people mental health, Haitians, white, red, green, yellow.
Everyone has gone through stuff.
We care about everybody. And I know we talk very little politics, we talk a little politics, whatever, but everybody's mental health is very important. Your brain, I say every week, is just like your hamstring. Sometimes it needs help. Sometimes it may need medicine, just like your hamstring may need some muscle relaxers or whatever. Sometimes your brain needs help and you don't realize it. So what's the number again for suicide prevention, Daryl?
988. Hit 988. They've got operators standing by to give you the resources and the help that you need. All I would ask is if you're thinking about it, if you're stressing, call somebody. Call somebody because maybe they don't know. Maybe they don't know the signs, right? Maybe they haven't picked up on it. Just have a conversation. That can mean a lot to somebody, right? And say, oh, you reached out to me for your help. By all means, let me get up and go look out for you, right? You just never know what people are going through, right? And we've got a friend of ours that we help move, and has some challenges because that person would love to be doing some different things than that person's doing. But again, you want to be there, a voice of reason, a voice to help and support in a big way. So that means a lot to me personally. Because I've had it happen in my family. I've had, again, an employee took his life and friends as well too. And I just wanted to stop. It's continuing to go, and we're gonna continue to use this platform to speak about it. I'm gonna post on LinkedIn, on social networks, everywhere what we're doing for AFSP. And if people don't like it, I guess they don't want to watch it. That's fine. but we're going to talk about it because it needs to be talked
And if you my friend and you have my number and you need to reach out to talk to me, I work nights. You can call me at any time at night. Sometimes you need to call two because it may go to the spam folder. But yeah, I want to be there. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I can listen. I can listen to what you're going through. I may not be able to relate, but I will listen to it. Our mental health is one of the biggest things that's destroying some of our communities nowadays. And we really have to be strong, and we have to preach on it, and we have to educate other men, white, black, red, green, yellow, on their mental health and speaking out. It's easy. It only takes a second for you to break down the weight of your bills, the weight of helping your family. Sometimes it doesn't take anything. I got a flat the other day. I didn't get stressed out, but sometimes it's just the little things that will put you over the edge. If you need help, you call somebody. You call somebody to listen to. If you have a pastor, a rabbi, or a spiritual leader that will listen to you. Yeah. If you want to call Daryl, call me, or call anybody in our comments, feel free to call. Because we value our mental health, so we value your mental health. Absolutely. Please, don't hurt yourself or get help. Call us, and we'll try to point you in the right. I got Google. I get on Google like a dog. I'll find somebody for you to talk to, because I'm not a doctor. I probably can't deal with you. So I'll find somebody to talk to you.
And that's important, right? We have some fun on this like we always do, right? And that was probably some people say, man, those guys get along. Long story. We get along most of the time. But on this, we have some varying opinion. Like the 13-4 Colts, 8-9 Cowboys, 12. Yeah, that's some things we disagree on. But
Robert Brown says he doesn't have money like that.
Robert, the next time we get the matter of fact, Robert, we got to connect because we got to get you in the rotation to buy the beer. Matter of fact, because things are getting tough around here.
Hold on, it ain't no rotation because you don't never buy the beer. Alligator arms. You don't never buy the beer.
The times I buy when you ain't at the game. How's that my fault?
Whatever, man.
In all seriousness, we have a lot of fun on the show, but it's important that we share our message and talk about things that matter to people as well, too, right? We're going to continue with right now, truth with a little bit of bias. We're gonna flip that to bias with a little bit of truth, but we're going to have some fun. We're going to keep talking about this. And if you all are in the comments and things like that, share with us what y'all want to talk about. There are no topics off limits other than probably politics and religion, right? We're not doing that. But other than that, we're gonna hit a lot of topics from sports to social things. We're East Siders from the Indianapolis area.
Warren, Central, Express.
Military vets as well. So yeah, we can talk about a lot of different things. So reach out to us. We appreciate everybody tuning in the show, having some fun, having some laugh. Hopefully we made some people laugh and maybe have somebody have a better day than they had when they started on. And that'll be great. So until next time.
My uncle typing comments like you type. As much money as Reddy steal from Rolls Royce. That's how you did Crumb last night. Now one of y'all know English. He graduated from Tech. He probably cheated off somebody's paper. You graduated from Warren, cheating off my paper. And with that being said, we love y'all. Whatever. With that being said, we love y'all. We out. Go to Black Hater.
Thanks for everybody showing up. We appreciate you very much. Tune in always with truth and a little bit of bias. Game Time Live, Cots Corner, and we got a couple surprises going on in the football season as well. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.